Backed with over 25 years of combined affiliate marketing knowledge and produced by CAP, AffiliateRevenue.com will be the strongest iGaming-focused affiliate network. With an aim to give affiliates the offers they need to be successful, and with reliable, robust reporting, AffiliateRevenue.com seeks to make it easy for affiliates to get the data they need and to get paid on time.
Hey everyone, it's Warren Jolly with CasinoAffiliatePrograms.com, and I want to welcome you to today's interview with Dave Naylor. Dave heads up a team of in-house SEOs, web developers, designers, and technical staff within his company, Bronco Internet. Bronco is a digital agency supporting businesses with leading-edge web programming and innovative web design, which is the home to the David Naylor brand as well. Over the past 10 years, Dave and his team have grown a very successful internet company with a proven track record of success. And most of you who've been to the conferences have probably seen him speak on panels or in solo sessions. So Dave's quite the well-known figure in the industry. We're really happy to have him on today. Dave, thanks again for taking time. And if we could just start out by learning just a little bit about yourself and Bronco Internet, other than what I highlighted, that would be great for the audience.
Yeah, sure. Not too sure why my camera keeps focusing in and out. But basically, I guess I started around 14, 15 years ago when one of my friends got hit by a crappy link company that was supposed to be doing great SEO for them, and he came to me and said, "Can you help me?" And it was very much on the lines of, "Yeah, I can." This was the inject cartridge industry, and I did that on a rev share deal, and basically I ended up making it like £50, £100 a month for the first 2 or 3 months, and then all of a sudden I honed my skills a little bit and made like 4 or 5 grand a month. Back then, that was quite a chunk of money. I later became a moderator at Webmaster World, Digital Point, Search Engine Watch, got onto the speaking scene there, flew around the world, and I was asked to speak at A4U many years later. I was then approached by a big gambling merchant who I suppose that I can't really mention because I'm under NDAs and things like that. And they were launching a new bingo platform, so they brought me on board, and we took them to the top 3 for online bingo, just shortly after it was launched, so that was awesome. And played in the casino industry, played in the Forex industry, so yeah, it seems good.
Nice. So is Bronco mainly an SEO agency, or what else is it that the company does today?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. We did basically a piece at Think Visibility, which is the story of Bronco and where we started and how we got to where we are today. No, we're not just an SEO agency is the short answer. The long answer is that we have a team of programmers, designers, content writers, PPC guys. So we are a full-fledged agency within itself. It's just that if you ask anybody what I do SEO, so I always speak about SEO, and I guess realistically I see myself as being an SEO in a multi-pronged agency. And we partnered with a PR company, 18 months ago now. So we are fully faceted all over the place.
Okay. And Bronco primarily services more so merchants in the iGaming sector, less affiliates. Is that correct?
We do work with some affiliates, but yeah, we're mainly a merchant. From the iGaming side of things, we mainly work with the merchant side of things.
Okay.
Large casinos and large forex companies mainly.
Okay, great. Well, thanks for that background. It's very helpful. So if we can just jump right into kind of the current state of the ever-evolving SEO marketplace. There have been some major changes, obviously, in the last 12 to 18 months with Google, predominantly in terms of algorithm updates. What do you foresee as the evolution of SEO as we are in now in 2013 versus maybe 2012 or years prior? And how can webmasters really be prepared?
It's a tough one. I suppose from our mantra inside the company, it's very much on the lines of build a brand, build a bigger brand, and build the best brand you possibly can on the internet. And that's hard from an affiliate point of view because there's not many out there that have got the ability to kind of go, where do we want to be and where's our next step? I know there's been a few that have done it well in the past. I guess PokerStars is most probably one that jumps to mind, Casino Choice another one. So there's a few out there that are definitely pushing the not so much the edge, but finding a niche and building on that. And I think that's what I would look at from an affiliate's point of view, is work out where Google's going. And even today I was in a client meeting and we were looking at some of the terms that they ranked for position 2 18 months ago, and now the position 9. And you look at it and you go, is that because we're doing bad SEO? And then you look at the people that are above them, and they are major UK high street brands. And you're like, well, I'm never going to be able to compete with Marks and Spencer's. I'm not going to be able to compete with NatWest or Citibank or any of these kind of like multi-million pound companies that are just there creating natural PR, natural TV rights. So as an affiliate, it's going to be hard to emulate that. So you're going to have to find something which is very much niche-y, that is going to be able to be picked up by PR. I never thought that when I got into the pharmaceutical industry that I would ever get my clients covered in mainstream media. I have now, so it's kind of like, yay, I'm building a brand for Viagra. So it's kind of like, you look and you go, well, if I can do it for Viagra, I must be able to do it for casino, I must be able to do it for horse racing, I must be able to do it for Forex. It's just sometimes it's how you approach it and go, okay, let's look at it from what will mainstream media pick up on. So when brands fail, if you can break the story, mainstream will pick up on that. If mainstream picks up on it, you will get brand mentions no matter what your blog is. And steer away from things like online casino, best deals 49, because newspapers are not going to link to that. If you've got something like, I don't know, bingo wingo, I'm just making that up, you know. But if you had something like that, which is a brandable domain, at least media outlets are more likely to link to that than just giving you a brand mention. And also, if your brand is something which is keyword rich, then you could get caught up in EMDs, and you don't want that either. So you've got to not look like an affiliate, you've got to not taste like an affiliate, and you've not got to act like an affiliate. So become a merchant almost, with the affiliate side of it that leads out the back.
So you'd mentioned Casino Choice, and Richard's actually a personal friend of mine, as well as we did a recent profile on Casino Choice. What do you think that Richard did or Casino Choice did to really distinguish themselves from the rest of the affiliate world early on? What are maybe the one or two things that stood out to you, just coming from the brand side and knowing what brands do to establish themselves?
Well, I think first off, almost like the domain that they had was kind of like, it was keyword rich in a way that it wasn't keyword rich, if that makes sense. So it wasn't like online casinos that you should choose. It was very simple lines of Casino Choice, which was kind of like indicative of like, which casino do you want to work with? So from a branding point of view, thumbs up. They also gave good reviews, you know what I mean? And it wasn't just reviews on the lines of, this casino's awesome, click this link, go to it. They seem to be honest reviews. So it's if they had a real user base. And they most probably did have a real user base. I most probably dislike doing Richard a disservice there. But they also created good content, and they looked at things that was happening in the industry, then reported on it. So from that point of view, they were ticking all the right boxes in Google's eyes. I think at the time as well, they had things like, they were in Google News. I don't know if they still are or not. I know that Google really clamped down on a lot of that. So again, it was another vote of confidence on their behalf that they were doing the right things. So it was good content, it was unique content, it was stuff that wasn't just out there just for the sake of being out there. And they built a brand, you know what I mean? They got covered by acting professionally, I guess. They weren't out there spamming it to bits, they weren't out there basically attacking blogs and doing blog links and blog spam all over the place. Their backlinks looked quite nice, you know what I mean? It's like they were getting proper coverage. So they did the right things at the right time.
So one question also related to just building a brand. Recently, in the CAP forums, affiliates were asking, some of the older affiliates were saying, you know, should I still have 200 websites or 100 websites? It sounds like, if I'm not mistaken from what you're saying, that model is probably going away and towards the model of having a singular, powerful brand that the search engines can really respect and lend some authority to. What would you say about that?
I would love to say yes, build one brand, make it awesome, make it last forever. The real fact is that you look at the casino bonuses 3-4 weeks ago, one affiliate took all top 10 in the UK. I don't know if it was worldwide or not, but in the UK it took all top 10 with domains like online casino bonus 32, online casino bonus 31, online casino bonus 12, best online casino roulette 12, and just random, just keyword rich, 30-odd thousand backlinks popped straight in. And he's been doing this forever, and I'm like, kudos, you know what I mean? It's nice to see that there's still people out there that have got the balls to go after Google in a way, you know what I mean? And Google has got this thing at the moment that's showing you which websites have been penalised in Google, and I keep seeing this all the time coming through the slideshow. So they're obviously hunting him down, but the problem is you can get them out there quicker than Google can hunt them. So if that's the case, then oh my God, he's going to win each time. But it's a build and burn process, and while he's doing that, that's all he can really do. He can just build it and burn it, build it and burn it, and hope that the revenue comes in. Now, I used to do that. I did that many years ago. Could I sleep at night? No. It's like it's feast and famine. You know what I mean? 1 month you make 100 grand, the next month you make nothing. Maybe you make nothing for 2 months, and then all of a sudden you hit it rich again. And it's like, yay! What if you don't hit it rich for 6 months? Have you made enough for that first 100 months, the first 100 grand that you did it all and everything was fantastic? So I think Google's getting smarter. You know what I mean? They're looking at ways of closing down the loopholes. He's just, I mean, people are going, this is so sophisticated what he's doing. It's not. You know what I mean? He's cloaking the image rendering bot that shows up in Google setup, so people think, oh, he's linking to Wikipedia, he's 302 into this. No, he's just cloaking that bit, just chucking a load of links in. The content's not fantastic, but it's unique enough that Google can't panderize it, and he's getting them out the door really quickly. So from the black hat world of affiliate marketing, that's still exactly the same as it was. The hard part now is making sure that from a real affiliate, I mean, it's hard to say what's a real affiliate and what's not a real affiliate, but from an affiliate that wants longevity, that wants to be around for a long time, the hardest thing that I think that they're coming across isn't the link side of it, it's pander, mainly because they're not creating any news. So while you don't create the news, it's hard for you to be a kind of like someone who's adding content and influence to the internet, and that's what Google's looking at. You know what I mean? It's like if 888 go and buy Foxy Bingo, that's going to be massive news. You know what I mean? It's like that their stock price will go up and everyone will write about it and everyone will be happy. But an affiliate can only report on that once the story's broken. So he'll never get any of the link equity from the mainstream medias. He could start edging bets and say, if I was 888, these are the companies I would buy and become like a thought leader within that industry. But then again, how are you going to sell off the back of that? How are you going to make it so that anyone that comes to your website is actually going to get cash? We're going to give you cash backs leading off to 888 or leading off to Foxy Bingo. So the content has got to be sculpted in a way now that is a lead gen for the merchants, but it's also going to be so much more. I mean, I think social will have a big play for affiliates, user-generated content, contests that you can actually get people to leave information. We've noticed that there's a correlation between websites that have got a lot of comments. The mobile phone industry is a prime example. If you take like the latest handset that's coming out, everyone will have the similar sort of information. They'll have information about the specifications, but they won't have the user-generated content of this is awesome, oh I love the HTC, or I love the iPhone. If you've got a lot of traction, you get a lot of comments, you get a lot of user-generated content. And what we've seen is that those websites seem to tend to start ranking higher because of user engagement over websites that have, even though they've got a good editorial review, they still slip into pander because Google sees it as editorial all over the place for the same product. So user-generated content is definitely good. And just make sure that you've got something there that's actually going to give you a bit of longevity.
Okay. So it sounds like, just to summarize all of that, I mean, unless you're a Black Hat affiliate, building the brand is the way to go, and you shared some really great insight in terms of how to do that. So thanks for that. I mean, that's I think that's where we all see the industry going. You touched on mobile a little bit. I know you're talking about handsets, but just in terms of mobile search and where everything's going, obviously, if you go to the conferences as an affiliate, it's clear to see that all the operators are pushing mobile. And when we, for example, interact with some of the other affiliates in the industry, most of them are clueless about what to do in mobile. So if we can just touch on mobile SEO and the relevance of that now, obviously it's playing a big role in terms of where the marketplace is going and consumer behavior is moving to tablet and mobile. How can marketers or affiliates start to be prepared and get more sophisticated about how they serve content on smartphones and really optimize that content for the search engines?
I'm going to be careful what I say here because I always get into trouble. And the reason why I get into trouble is because every time I say it, people go, "No, that's bullshit, Naylor." I think that building mobile sites is just stupid. You know what I mean? You should be able to build a website which has got responsive design on it. Perfect example, bronco.co.uk or my blog, davidnaylor.co.uk. You look at those and you shrink them down to what a tablet size would look like. The CSS looks at the view state and basically resizes and moves the CSS around. So there's never a situation where I would fall over having a mobile website versus my real website. The content's exactly the same. And I hate it when I'm on my Android tablet and I go to Sky News and it goes, "Oh, you're on a mobile device. Here you go, here's the mobile content." I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm on a tablet. It's got a big enough screen to display it normally. Display it normally. No, we're just going to give you a crappy menu system with crappy content, without the video, without the images because you're on a mobile phone." It's like, no, give responsive design that as you move the screen size bigger and smaller, things happen. With mine, you resize images on the fly and the navigation changes. Okay, so it changes from the buttons at the top into little buttons with a big search bar at the top, and we reposition stuff, which is dead easy to do. You know, it's done in CSS. That way, you will never have an issue where you've got someone who can't look at your website on a browser. Google knows about responsive design. They're one of the pioneers for this. So why wouldn't they give you a boost in mobile? You know what I mean? I find that sites that have got good responsive design over mobile generated websites just do better.
Makes perfect sense. So in terms of the iGaming sector and Google's view on it, what are your thoughts? I mean, do you think that the sector, that Google's still targeting the iGaming sector in terms of from a search or spammy perspective? Is there anything that affiliates need to do to kind of clean up their acts moving forward to avoid getting penalized, whether it's based on some of the recent algorithm changes or what you foresee in the future coming down the pipe? I mean, how can affiliates really think about staying away from the penalties that really have affected many of them in these last 12 to 18 months?
I don't think we've seen the big updates in the iGaming sector. I've seen targeted penalisation, so basically where they've gone, actually, we're going to dampen this side of it down. I still see websites that even merchants and affiliates alike ranking high on really shady backlinks. So you look and you go, "Oh, I wouldn't want to be the SEO for that one." And I've been saying that for 18 months and they're still there. So I kind of feel that Penguin updates haven't really hit them so hard. It could be just the fact that Google can't find what the real metric is for the gaming sector. You know what I mean? As stupid as it sounds, yeah. It's like you've got, if everything is rubbish, you can't chuck everything out. You still have to have something there that is worthy. You know what I mean? It's like if I went and searched for online casino and I didn't see big brands, then that would be an issue. Does that make sense? Yeah. You know what I mean? So they've got so much crap within the merchants that affiliates can still break through on those. I think as we move down further along the lines, when we get things like big branding searches where you get what only looks like 6 results, where you've got the headline and then the 6-pack of links underneath it and then 4 links underneath that, I think that's going to cause affiliates more. I think you're going to block more people that way.
Okay.
There's been a lot of talk about intent as well, what the user experience is. So if an affiliate is pushing people straight through and out, that could be cause for issues somewhere down the line. You know, time on site and things like this. Is that site just a conduit to move people from Google to another site? Because at the end of the day, Google doesn't like that. There has been some kind of talk that would Google ever penalise merchants for their affiliates? Again, that may be something that, as that comes in, that could be a big play as well. But at the moment, it seems to be almost 2008 in the affiliate marketplace, where if you push the envelope hard enough, you will reap the rewards. But obviously, there needs to be a way back from that. And at the moment, when I see affiliates get hit by Google, they don't seem to come back so easy.
Okay, interesting. And in terms of, one of the biggest challenges I think affiliates have when it relates to SEO in specifically the iGaming sector is link building, because you can't, well, I won't say you can't, but it's much tougher in this industry versus finance or travel to build organic links on authority sites, because if it's a non-gaming website, many times, or more often than not, again, you're the expert on this, they're a bit less reluctant to publish content related to the sector. So how can affiliates build high quality links that will stand the test of time when it relates to the search engines? What's your advice around that?
It is most probably the hardest thing that they're ever going to come across. It's hard from our point of view, even from the merchant point of view. The things that I've seen recently is underlinks. So you create something where, an animated Twitter icon, and you stick a link underneath that. I've seen a lot of that kind of thing going on, or sponsorship of widgets and plugins. But from my experience, you're still having to pay to get those placed anyway. To attract real decent links, I suppose, even though I totally dissed infographics at a recent conference, I guess infographics wouldn't be a bad way. But again, it's uncontrolled, and again, it's getting them onto the Mashables of this world, and the Engadgets and HuffPuff and places like that, that's where the equity would get them from. If you can build something that they would trust and actually put on the website, would they follow them? If I had anything to do with it, and that was one of my websites, downright, I'm not going to link to a casino link, never in a million years. Some people don't understand that. From the gaming side of it, you could approach the mommies and work at home people. There's a lot of those guys out there that are reviewing stuff. So if you can get a crossover, that's one way. You look at, we talk about mobile side of things. There's plenty of mobile bloggers out there. If you can build something that is mobile generic, that's going to give you link equity via the mobile people from reviewing of your product, bingo, you'll get some from that. But again, it's an investment. It's to build a mobile, whatever it is. If it's something that every time, you go to a football game and every time you upload a football of someone scoring, you get put into a hat to win something. As an affiliate, if you build that and you got enough market penetration, you're going to get traffic via it. People are going to be coming to the website to see who won, whose photographs are being uploaded, what stupid photographs are being uploaded, how you get the lead gen from there onto casino platforms or the bingo platforms is totally different. But at the moment, straight out link buying, it's finding people that will link to the casino apps, that I would go down the route of looking at merchants, looking at their backlinks, and then creating a good review of the merchant, or even a really bad review of the merchant, and then pimping that out to people that you can tell that they've sold links in the past, and push it that way. Guest blogging, I think it'll hit the radar if it's not already really on the radar. But I think if you're a good writer, you could most probably get links from that side of it if you, like, again, write a really down-to-earth review. If you want to go really overboard, look at exploits within some of the platforms. Out those exploits, you know what I mean? You'll most probably get on Hacker News and places like that, dead easy. But yeah, it's outreach, you know what I mean? Outreach, and that's hard. Even in the Forex industry, I think we have an outreach of like 10,000 and we'll get 100 responses back from it. So it's hard work. And 9 times out of 10, the 100 responses back, yeah, I'll do it for 50k, I'm a trader.
Fair enough. Yeah, I figured there wouldn't be an easy answer, but that's such is the SEO game. I think the final question that we have for you, Dave, is many affiliates have come to us for advice on hiring an SEO agency, how to vet one out. Perhaps you can give us some insight. If an affiliate is looking to hire an agency, such as Bronco, for example, how do they vet out the agency first? What should they be prepared to do from, just in order to prepare for that? What's a typical investment look like for an affiliate to be able to rank in this industry? I think these would be questions that would be really helpful for our audience when they make that decision about, are they going to try to go at it on their own, or is outsourcing the right strategy?
I think that it's twofold. I guess primarily, if you're technically able and you're a good writer, then do it yourself. If someone came to me and said, I want to be #1 for online casino, can you build me a website, produce all the content, and make me rank for this much money? I would most probably say no, because if I could do that for the sorts of money that they're talking about, unless it's like crazy amounts of money, then why wouldn't I do it myself as an affiliate? You know what I mean? It's like you've got to stay ahead of the game ever so slightly. I don't know if you're aware of that. We built a bingo alert system years ago. It went on back instead in the UK and sold. And to me, I was like, why would anyone buy that? It's just an affiliate website. It's okay, it has a small USP, but nothing that's kind of like, wow, this is fantastic. We built that, you know what I mean? It's like, we built it for a team of people. They brokered some feeds and all the rest of it, but at the end of the day, it was an affiliate site. It was promoted by us, built by us, ranked, I think it was 3rd for bingo at the time, 5th for online bingo, and that's what it got sold on the back of. So if someone came to me and said, hey Dave, for $5,000 a month, can you make me rank #1 for online casino? You build it, you do all the work for it. I'd most probably look at it and go, actually, for $5,000 a month, I could most probably put in all that time and effort for myself and most probably make more money out of it long term. So you've got to make sure that you've got something that an SEO agency just can't do. Okay, so you have to have a USP. You can't just go to an agency, say, I want you to produce A, B, and C, and I want to pay this much, and I want you to rank me for all these keywords. Because why would they? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't they just do that and just become the affiliate themselves? So you have to have something that's unique about you. Okay, so whether you have got a 10-year-old domain that has gone a little bit toxic over the past that you need cleaning up, then that's fine. You know what I mean? Agencies will be able to help you with that. They've got big enough teams to clean up this sort of stuff. It may be the fact that you have got background in something totally different and you're bringing on board something which is a total USP that has never been seen before. That always excites agencies like myself. You know what I mean? We want to work with something that is different. You know what I mean? I don't want to work with something which is exactly the same as every other casino affiliate out there. You know what I mean? It's like it becomes a link building process. So there's a lot of companies out there that will just do link building. I just find that you always end up being battered around the head. So that's something that's USP, it's something that's unique. If not, if you've just got an idea, and as long as the idea isn't build me an affiliate site and make it rank, then look at partnership with agencies. There's plenty of agencies out there that will sit down with you and kind of like look at it and go, actually, we can most probably help you. It's like we can help you with this contact, we can help you with PR, we can help you with graphics, we can help you with programming, we can help you with distribution. So those are the sort of things you want to be looking for. Also look for agencies that have had experience with dealing with affiliates, because it's different. No matter what anyone says, affiliates are totally different to merchants. Merchant SEO and client-side SEO for large brands is so much easier than an affiliate. It's like, from an affiliate point of view, do you cloak the affiliate links? Can you hide them successfully that Google will never find them? So from a technical point of view, does the agency that you're working with have that skill set? What backup have they got if things start to go wrong? Because an affiliate normally is kind of like, they don't have a 5-year plan. It's normally, I've got a 6-month plan, this is my content strategy, this is where I'm going with it, how can you help me with this? And it's like, well, that's hard, because most big companies have a 5-year strategy plan. They know that they're going to execute this at these times, and they're going to push out this kind of product or this kind of offering at these times, so you can scale. With affiliates, you need to be very quick on your feet. You need to be monitoring feeds and news channels that if 888 officers are on fire, you want to be the first person to break that story. So getting an agency that has got ins with PR feeds, that is technically able to build this sort of thing for you is key. So it's hard, It's certainly, we tend to kind of like turn down a lot of people who want to work from us from an affiliate point of view, mainly because it is, I have a single page website, I want to be #1 for online casinos, and I've got 500 quid a month to spend, but I will give you more if you make me rank.
Sure. No, that makes sense. Well, Dave, we're out of time, and thank you so much for spending your valuable time with us. We really, really appreciate it, and sharing your expertise and insight into the global SEO marketplace. If anyone would like to contact Dave at the end of the interview, please send an email to interviews@casinoaffiliateprograms.com, and we'll be happy to put you in touch. Thanks, everyone. Stay tuned for future interviews with iGaming industry leaders, and thank you, Dave.
Cheers.